This program is proudly brought to you by PNG Motors, Gazelle International Hotel, and Telecom Limited.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Sports Scene. I am your host, Jaylee Sapies. Now, I'm back tonight to bring to you another jam-packed show. So let's get straight into it. Coming up on tonight's show, we check out a new fitness sport called the High Rocks competition and PNG's representatives. We find out Team PNG's athletes, officials, and flag bearers attending the Paris Olympics. And we speak to Team PNG's most recent inclusion to the Paris 2024 Olympics, Josh Tarere and Georgia Lee Vele. But before that, let's take a quick look at our weekend scorelines, beginning with the NRL. Now, NRL Round 19, on Thursday, we saw the Dolphins defeat the Rabbitohs 36 points to 28. On Fridays, we saw the Sharks defeat the West Tigers 58 points to 6. Saturday, we saw the Titans and Dragons both come out on top, defeating the Eels and the Broncos. And on Sunday, we saw the Sea Eagles defeat the Knights 44 points to 6. Now, moving on to the Host Plus Cup Round 18. Saturday, we saw the Seagulls defeat the Magpies 50 points to 10. Black Hawks and Bears at 18 all. And on Sunday, we saw the Falcons defeat the Cutters 38 points to 20. Our PNG Hunters defeating the Cappers 42 points to 28. Pride 24 points defeating the Tigers on 16 points. The Devils 40 points defeating Dolphins at 36 points. And the Jets coming out on top 48 points defeating Clydesdale with a 12 points loss there. But that's it for our weekend scorelines. On to some more local news now. The PNG NRL Bid Academy is hosting the PNG Schools National Championships this weekend, the 21st and the 22nd of July at the National Sports Institute in Goroka. This championship will witness 6 academies from Pom Central, Pom City, Kokopo, Lei, Hagen, and Goroka. And on to our PNG Hunters boys now. Paul Aiton's PNG Hunters side bagged their 8th win of the Host Plus Cup season when they defeated the Central Queensland Cappers 42 points to 28 at the National Football Stadium in Port Moresby on Sunday. And for our Capital Rugby Union season, the Harlequins witnessed their first loss for the 2024 season when they went down to defending champions Brothers in an 18-12 scoreline in the Round 10 fixture last weekend. And AFL PNG's David Topeni made an announcement last week. Let's see what he had to say.
AFL PNG Talent Academy is excited to announce the under-16 boys Pinatangs and Kurakum's under-16 girls that will be traveling down to Cairns to take part in the Far North Queensland Challenge in Cairns next month. So we're excited to be part of that program as well, with the other partners coming on board to support our program. And we look forward for the academy teams to be part of the Far North Queensland camp to play against the Cairns Select side and AFL Kepiok Select side in Cairns next month.
This is the first of 4 international tours planned for AFL PNG in 2024. But with that, it's break time. When we return, we speak to our PNG athletes who participated at the recent High Rocks competition in Melbourne, Australia. Stay with us. Welcome back. You're watching Sports Scene. High Rocks is a global fitness race for everybody where participants from all around the world compete in the exact same format. The race starts with a 1-kilometer run followed by 1 functional movement repeated 8 times. The fitness sport is fairly new, having only been introduced in 2017. Now this year, 2 female athletes, Leonie Madrick and Daisy Janget, represented PNG for the first time.
Hi, I'm Leonie. I'm 34 years old and I'm from Kairuku.
Hi, I'm Daisy. I'm 34 years old and I'm from South Nile.
So I first saw the Hyrox competition on social media. When I saw two best friends competing together in Australia, I thought it was inspiring for me. So I thought, okay, I'll sign on a good friend as well that's also into fitness. And yeah, so we just started our journey from there. We only had 4 months to train. So we had to squeeze in 5 to 6 days a week to do strength training, endurance, cardio. So we were jumping from Spartan sessions to F45 sessions and running at the track at Sejongkai Stadium. So it was pretty full on, but overall it was a tremendous progress for us within a short frame of time, but we had a great team behind us.
To me, it's still mind-blowing. Like, I've been following CrossFitters from international CrossFitters, and then to actually take part as a CrossFit athlete was like, it's a dream come true. And then to actually represent PNG, it's double dream.
It was exhilarating and exciting and an eye-opener for people that are into fitness. This is a great sport to get in, to test yourself, or even see it as something fun to do with a group, if you're new especially. So for me, it was also challenging and like a step forward for me to grow from where I am right now. So that was just the beginning for me, and yeah, a stepping stone.
So the biggest challenge for me was finding the balance, trying to manage your own life. Like, I have a little SME, and then trying to find the balance between managing it and then being someone who your own personal life, managing my own personal life, and then trying to be an athlete. Like, it was the most challenging part. But then as within the 4 months we were able to do it. But then I can't say that I've already perfected it, but I guess it's a work in progress.
For me, it was the guilt of managing my time between being a full-time mom, training, having time to recover, running and preparing sessions for my fitness group, and yeah, just trying to get a lot done in one time while preparing for Hyrox was the challenge. But we managed to do it because we had our coaches behind us, supporting partners and friends that made it easy. So yeah, that was a good thing for us. For me, I want to encourage more women to sign on to Hyrox. I think it's a great sport to get into. So I'm working on being qualified to be an official Hyrox coach so that we can start a team and lead a women's team next year for Hyrox in Australia.
And for me, it's to stay fit and eventually be a certified personal trainer, and then to train to inspire more people to join.
How do I stay motivated? For me, having a child is my greatest motivation. I was not this serious about fitness until I had my daughter. And just being able to move around, play around, and have that energy to last me throughout the day to get things done is always my greatest achievement at the end of the day. So being a mother is my greatest achievement, motivation.
So how I stay motivated is just to show up. Like, if I was on my best yesterday, today is a new day, and the next thing is a new day. So just show up and be better than I was yesterday.
I do. The person on top of my list is my partner, Yanis. He is the heart and soul of everything that I do and want to become. My helpers at home put in a lot of time so that I'm able to train with ease. My babysitters, Manuela, Karina, and Solo, they were really helpful. A lot of our friends and family, and our coaches, Stephen and Julius, their commitment and time and faith in us took us a long way. It really did. And of course, I want to acknowledge my bestie over here for getting through this challenge with me like a champion.
For me, the first acknowledgement goes to my bestie, Leonie, and of course their partner for being the biggest sponsor and supporter all throughout the session. And then to the 45 management
That's right,
Especially
absolutely.
Our coaches, Coach Steven and Sensei and all the boys, and then to my roommates, and then all my friends and family.
Yeah, so we were lucky that we also had F45 facilitating our training. So yeah, big shout out to our team there as well. Ladies, my target is, ladies, get out there, get out of your comfort zone, try something new, especially if it benefits your health and fitness. And yeah, it's the best investment you could ever have.
Some very exciting news there for our athletes. Now, Paris will be hosting the 33rd edition of the Olympic Games from the 26th of July to the 11th of August 2024. PNG will be making its 12th appearance at the Games. Team PNG's chef de mission announced this week Team PNG's athletes and officials to the Paris 2024 Olympics, including Team PNG's flag bearers. Team PNG's chef de mission, Ryan Pinney, announced Team PNG to attend the traveling team to the Paris 2024 Olympics.
So today we're announcing two different areas. One of our final team to the Paris Olympics, and then our flag bearers that will be flying the flag high for Team PNG at the opening ceremony, which is in 10 days' time. So our final team size or delegation for the athletes is 6 athletes. Around 15 team size travelling along with us. We are somewhat limited to the accreditations. Depending on the number of athletes, we will then get a number of extra accreditations to send coaches, managers. We also have team doctor, team physio, and then a general manager as well to assist me with my daily duties.
He also proudly announced the official flag bearers for the opening ceremony.
Without further ado then, the flag bearers, we have the female flag bearer is Georgia Lee Vele in the sport of swimming. I'm very proud of Georgia Lee. She's had some remarkable achievements and steadfast dedication to her sport, which makes her an exemplary representative of Team PNG. Her journey is an inspiration to many athletes, particularly in the swimming world. I know she's very hands-on with the swimmers. She comes back to Papua New Guinea very often, and she's a great mentor for the younger athletes. But we'll be watching her lead our delegation in Paris. For the male representative, we have flag bearer. We have Gibson Mara, who is from the sport of Taekwondo, is West New Britain, East New Britain parentage, and is a relatively newcomer to the sport. But to me, it really shows his journey in this sport has been nothing but passion to be able to get this sort of level and to qualify on his own right, which is an amazing story for himself. He has a lot of perseverance and passion for the sport, and we are very proud to see him fly the flag and very proud to see him take part in the Olympics. So.
Ryan acknowledges all athletes and support partners. Now, with just over 1 week to go now before the Olympic Games opening ceremony, Chef de Mission Ryan Pinney leaves PNG tomorrow so he can prepare our Team PNG athletes' arrival in Paris. Now, don't forget, EMTV will be televising the Olympic Games, so stay tuned. Okay, it's break time now, but when we return, we speak to 2 of our Team PNG athletes who will be representing PNG in the sport of swimming, Josh Tarere and Georgia Lee Vele, who is also our flag bearer. Stay with us. Welcome back to Sports Scene. Josh Tarere and Georgia Lee Vele recently qualified for the Paris 2024 Olympics. They are 2 of 6 athletes from Team PNG who will be traveling to Paris at the end of this month. Now, here to join me via Zoom interview are both Josh and Georgia. Thank you for your time. Now, Georgia, please tell me about qualifying for the Paris 2024 Olympics.
It was really cool. I officially qualified at the Oceania Championships here on the Gold Coast a few months ago, but we had to wait until just recently to sort of find out whether it was confirmed or not. So yeah, it was really cool.
How about you, Josh?
So we have like a target time in PNG, like bronze target time, silver, gold, and platinum. So I was in a gold target for 5 years, and uh, during the Oceania Championship, I swim. I swim really well. I swim a platinum time, which put my FINA points up from 500 to 632, which earns me a spot in for making the Olympics team. Yeah.
So, how are you both preparing for the biggest event of your lives?
I've just started tapering as of this week. So I've had really high levels of training. And then, yeah, from Monday on, the training's come down a little bit. So just trying to focus on staying fit during this time of lower training, stay healthy, eating right, not getting injured, and just sort of having my eyes set on that end goal coming pretty soon.
Josh, how are you preparing for the Olympics?
Preparation has been going really well. I went to the Malaysia Nationals, which we did. Our training was like 5 to 6K, like in the morning and in the afternoon. So when I came back, it was like 2 months before the Olympics. So we started to do less distance, like 3 to 4 kilometers a day. So focusing on our technique and mostly doing a lot of sprints in the pool.
What's the biggest challenge for you right now?
I think just staying focused and not letting the hype around the event sort of get into sort of your space, and just remembering that there's still something you have to stay focused on, concentrated on. You know, it's a really cool, fun moment and time, and everyone's excited for you. But you just can't get too caught up in that. You just get, remembering that there's still something to be done. And until you're there, until it's over, then you can celebrate, then you can have a bit more fun. But just keeping your eyes on the end goal.
How about you, Josh? What's the biggest challenge for you?
I would say like when I first came like in Thailand, the biggest challenge is to cope up with the rest of the swimmers here. Like I have to get used to it, and then after that it was like easy for me to like train every day. But like swimming at the Olympics is something else. Like I dream of swimming in the Olympics when I was small. So like this opportunity has come, and I want to make my family and my country proud.
What do you hope to achieve from this?
For me, I just hope that I can go in there and do my best, and hopefully it's a personal best, so a PB faster than I've ever swum a 50 freestyle before. But I also hope that it's something more for someone else. I remember being a young girl and looking up to swimmers like Annalisa, Mopio Jane, and thinking, you know, how amazing it would be to be like her, to go to the Commonwealth Games, to go to the Olympics. And that for me was what pushed me to be better. And I just hope that I can be that woman for another little girl, whether it be in swimming or any other sport, or, you know, not even just a little girl, but another swimmer, and give them hope that their dreams can come true with enough hard work and dedication. Anything's possible.
What do you hope to achieve, Josh?
For me is to do my best, and hopefully to break my personal best. And if I'm lucky, I'm hoping to win my heat in my race, and I'm training really hard for that.
Do you have any acknowledgements?
Just everyone that supports any athlete are super important to them. You know, my fiance has been a huge, great help, and I just want to make sure he knows that. My coaches here on the Gold Coast, my family, my friends, our entire nation back home in PNG, because Josh and I haven't been able to train at home for a little while. Just knowing that they've all had a huge impact on getting us to where we are today, and all glory to the man above, and with him anything's possible.
Do you have any acknowledgements, Josh?
Yeah, first of all, I want to thank God Almighty for like bringing me this far, and also the support for my mom and dad, and the other families who have supported me when I was in play, and then I moved home, and then now I'm here in Thailand. I want to thank them, and also PNZSI and World Aquatic for giving me this scholarship to train abroad.
All right. Well, thank you very much for both your time, and we wish you all the best at this year's Olympics.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, don't go anywhere. After the break, we'll be back to wrap things up. Welcome back. You're watching Sports Scene. Now let's check out what's trending in the international sporting world. Novak Djokovic is vowing to get back to work after being outplayed by Carlos Alcaraz in the Wimbledon final less than 1.5 months after knee surgery. A former NFL receiver, Jacoby Jones, has died. Spain has won a record 4th European Championship title after an 86th-minute goal clinched a 2-1 victory as England's painful decades-long wait for a major trophy goes on. Will Power broke through at the Iowa Speedway, winning the second IndyCar Series race of the weekend for his first victory at the track. And Robert McIntyre is an Open champion in his native Scotland after beating Adam Scott. And that's it for our trending stories around the international sporting world. Now let's take a quick look at our weekend previews for the NRL Round 20. Beginning with Friday night, we see the Raiders against the Warriors. Saturday, we see the Rabbitohs against the West Tigers, Knights versus the Broncos, and the Storms versus the Roosters. On Sunday, we see the Panthers play against the Dolphins, Sea Eagles versus the Titans, and the Cowboys versus the Bulldogs. On bye this weekend, we have the Dragons, Eels, and the Sharks. And that's it for our weekend previews. And let's not forget that the Paris 2024 Olympics is only 1 week away. EMTV will be broadcasting the Paris 2024 Olympics beginning next week, so please stay tuned and support our Team PNG athletes. But other than that, if you have a sports-related story that you would like us to cover, please contact us via our phone lines 312-9229, or you can reach us on Facebook or send us an email if you wish. We are located at Level 2 Garden City here in Port Moresby. But that's a wrap for tonight's show. We thank you so much for your company. Please join me same time, same place next week right here on your number one to watch. I am Jaylee Sapies and this was Sports Scene. Good night for now.
This program was proudly brought to you by PNG Motors, Gazelle International Hotel, and Telecom Limited.